Oh, that's weird. Okay. Hi everyone. This is gonna be a review of the homework. Sorry it's so late. I'm gonna just start with the topology exercise, and I'm gonna start with Fiona's. Um, so, come here. Let's hope this just opens. Oh, it does. That's awesome. I didn't know I could do that. So we're gonna just. I didn't know I could click and drag. Um, the what's it called? It's just the file into Maya. Okay, so we have this one, and we have this one. We have this one and this one. Okay, so I see what happened here. So Fiona just recreated them object for object, which wasn't the exercise, unfortunately. It's okay though. I definitely see where you got confused. The first time I tried to do this exercise, I gave it to Sophie, and she thought it was the same thing, and then I showed her and she figured it out. So I'm just gonna say it again real quick. I think I've made another video about this and posted it on the YouTube, so I might not go over it fully, but the goal is to make this object smoothable, and smoothable basically means it's gonna be like in games and movies, you will never send a 3-keyed object anywhere. 3-key is the plague. Do not, the only reason I'm showing you guys 3-key is because it gives you like a rough preview of what it'll look like smoothed. So if you're ever 3-keying something, make sure you smooth it when you're done with it, and have a saved version that's not smoothed. Because right now, 3-keying this, it looks like mush when I want it to look like a nicer version of this. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to quickly talk about how to do that. So first things first, if you go to vertex face mode, I can clearly see there's hidden faces underneath here. I was kind of wondering that when I saw this like edge that's like fading into the background. So that's not a good thing. So for this one, you see it's just a hole. There's like nothing back in there, and that's what we want. We don't want hidden faces, mainly because it's just not good topology, and it breaks easy, it doesn't look good, and it smooths weird. So we're just gonna quickly, I just pressed Control X so I can see through real quick. Nope. And I'm just gonna delete those faces, and then I'm gonna go back to vertex face mode. And I still got one in there, so sometimes I'll just do this and go inside and be like, oh, okay, so that's why. So this face just went all the way through. So you can see, like, this isn't connected, it's just interpenetrating. What you're going to want to do is just select this edge, bring it forward, and then we're just going to merge some verts. So merge verts. If you don't have my hotkey set up, merge vertices is right in edit mesh. Is it an edit mesh? Yes, edit mesh merge. Merge to center is good also. Merge. And then it combines the verts. So now instead of 2 verts, I have 1 vert, which is what I want in that spot. So I'm going to just press G. G repeats the tool you previously used. So there. And then I'm going to select these 2 edges and use the bridge tool. Bridge tool can be found in edit mesh as well. It's right here. It'll also probably be in your base poly taskbar right here. So if you're ever wondering where things are, also Google tools. If you want to find a tool that does certain things, Google it, because that's how I figured out a lot of tools. But yeah, so now I'm going to select this whole object, and I'm just going to bevel the whole thing. So press Control B for bevel, and it does this cool little thing. Oh, sorry. And now, so fraction, this is a huge fraction. If I smooth this now, like, it doesn't really look at all like this. It's kind of like a mushy version of it, and I don't really want a mushy version. So I'm going to change fraction to 0.3. So I also am missing these corner edges. You see the corner edge here? Like, now it's cut off. It's like sliced. So I'm missing it. So if I press T, it brings up my tool so I can like see. I can also bring it up here in inputs. Poly bevel, just click on that, and I get this, a more advanced version of this window. You don't really need all the bottom stuff, but there's some things you can do. So I'm going to just turn the chamfer off, and that brings back that edge that I want to keep. And then I just 3-key it, and it's a smoothed, you get some nice highlights on these edges version of this. And that's kind of what I want you to do for the rest of these. Just remember, for cylinders, do not bevel these edges. These edges are not bevelable. If you do that, it'll look like a hex. If you have 6-sided, it'll be a hexagon or an octagon. This one's too many, I don't know what that is. But if I bevel it and then smooth it, well, I mean, I didn't do it correctly. Here, let me add some edge loops here and here. Now if I bevel it, you get like weird shaping. This is because I just didn't do it correctly, but yeah, you see what I mean. It's not as good as you want, like that clear cylindrical shape. Same with sphere. Do not bevel any sides of the sphere except for the connection point. And you may not even need to bevel the connection point. If you don't want to bevel, you can also just add edge loops. Just make sure, because the beveling is basically how I add edge loops really fast. Because you want to have this, having these edge loops creates the ability for this object to smooth correctly and gives me a nice result. So here's the side that has, here's the side with no bevels, and it's pretty much curved. Here's side with like a couple. You see it has like one, and it looks weird. The top of this is just off because it's not really correct. But here you can see like this looks the nicest. It's got a nice highlight on the edge and it's clear. It's definitely a square. And then this one has like, this is a really weird highlight. But yeah, that's important. So try and do that if you can. Let's look at Alyssa's. Oh fuck, Alyssa turned into 840. Fuck, there's 2 of them. I'm gonna just do this one first. Drag, there we go. Continue. Oh, please tell me I'm not just opening a million Maya windows. Oh, I might be. Oh fuck. Well, that's fine. I'll just close out of this one while I wait. Don't save changes. Because if I'm opening multiple Maya windows, I might have fucked that up. I might have fucked that up. That's my bad. Is it only one now? Okay, cool. There we go. So we're just gonna continue. Don't ever double click when you're trying to open things. Just recommended. There we go. So this is kind of more what I'm looking for. Oh, come on, Maya. Stay with me. Stay with me, buddy. Oh, we got a little bit of lag here. Sorry, my computer does not like having multiple things running at the same time. Like the capture software and then this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So first things first, this looks good. I would just say that this is a lot of extra edges here that I don't need. Like, especially here, because this is just splitting a quad into tris, and I don't need that. And honestly, I can get rid of these edges. If need be, honestly, I could probably just connect this and boop, boop. So this is the way I think Alyssa was trying to do it. You can do that. And these are all quads now. It's really nice, and it'll smooth better. Oh, yeah, I think I made an extra vert accidentally. Yeah, I did. There's 3 verts there. So yeah, so that smooths pretty nice. But yeah, I would just say, like, if you're doing it that way, I don't need all these extra edges. Because these are just making unnecessary triangles I don't need to worry about. The rest of it looks good, though. I would just say that. Yeah, the backside's fine. See, smooth's pretty nice. There's also extra edges there. I'm not going to worry. Verts there. This one, okay. Yeah, this is more what I was thinking. I like this. I definitely recommend never have the connection point where you're bringing all these triangles together at the edge of your object. You want to have some kind of indent so it's staying on the flat surface, because if you smooth it, it can create some weird glitchiness. Here, I'll show you. See how that looks flat and looks real nice? So let's just, I'm going to quickly target weld a couple of these verts to, oh fuck, we're just gonna do that, and it looks ugly, but it's gonna work. And oh, I'll show you what happens if you, so if I merge these here, it's gonna look real ugly in a second when I 3-key it just for my smooth preview. You do not want, like, I highly recommend having some kind of casing, because if it's just touching the edge, it's going to look horrible. So now if I smooth this, it looks so, like, there's like some weird shape, like you see this extra dark line and then light lines. It just doesn't look good. And it has like these curved tops, but at the angle they just look weird. And it doesn't look as good as the bottom, because the bottom looks so much nicer. And then the top, it just looks warped and weird. And I'm even getting some pinching. So that's why you don't do that. This one's pretty good. Oh, so if you're getting this thing, well, it's kind of there. Here, let me throw a blin on it. If you're trying to figure out if something doesn't look right, put a blin on it, because the speck brings out the highlight. So you see how I'm getting this weird like point shape coming in to where my center of the box is? Quick way to fix that is, oh, I see why that's happening. We need a edge loop here. That's why. Let's see if that fixes it. Did that fix it? More or less. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, cool. So mine just needed an extra edge loop. This one's the same as the cylinder, except it's just inverted. I also recommend, so I see that you have the edge loop here, but if I extrude this in, I want an edge loop down there too, so it smooths better. That looks nicer. Okay. Which one's this one? Sphere? Oh, what is happening down there? Okay, so for the sphere, it looks like, I mean, you can't really notice it, but it looks like some merging issue. Oh, no, you can. So let me just throw a blend on that. You see how there's like a pinch? I think it's just because the sphere that you put in here got a little bit wonked up by all these extra, like, all, you see how this is like connecting super weird? That's not right. But this is, top part's nice. Just watch out for that underneath. See how this is like really clean? Like, I can definitely see, that looks nice. That's nice. That's very nice. Perfect. Cool. Good job. But yeah, I recommend working on that. I'm going to just start opening these so I don't fuck it up. Is this the correct one? Nope, that's the wrong folder. Brooke also turned into, which one did she turn in second? Okay, topology 2 is the one I'm going to look at. Continue. Okay, Brooke. Good. Oh, what's happening there? Ah, okay. So we're missing this supporting edge loop. Try and keep your edge loops even. But yeah, there we go. Is there one on the back? Yeah, perfect. But try and keep your edge loops even. See how this one is so much further away than that one? That's kind of why I like using the bevel, because it makes it even on both sides. But try your best to do that, because otherwise you'll have one side that looks nicer. Like, if I pull one of these edges back, like to here, and I smooth, this side doesn't look as good as this side. Like, it's a very small notice difference, but you can see how it's a little bit less forgiving than that. Wait, what's happening? Oh, I see what you did. Yeah, that's fine. That looks good. I don't see any issues. Yep. Okay. This one. Oh, do you have that supporting? Perfect. Yeah, that looks nice. Oh, you need supporting edge loops on the inside too. There we go. That looks better. Perfect. This one. You got the edge loops down there. Yeah. So you see how this one's smaller than this one. Just try and make them even. What is all this? Okay, this, I would just make this a triangle. Honestly, actually, I would select the two of them and merge to center. Mesh. merge to center, and they'll snap together. Because you don't need that extra triangle. It's not needed. Might as well have that extra. Get rid of one triangle and keep those quads nice. Okay, this one. Same thing here. Just get rid of this extra triangle. Nice supports. Support is kind of wonky. So the reason I don't add edge loops on shapes like this is because it's averaging the shape of the sphere with the shape of the cube. So it gives you this really weird, like a rounded shape. But when you bevel, I'm going to delete this edge altogether. If you just bevel, it doesn't. It just creates the sphere the way you want it to. So now it's not a weird shape. So that's why I bevel too. It just keeps consistency. Same here. You see how it's doing that again. Oh yeah, and you got rid of the triangle there, which is good. Yeah, nice job. Okay, next up is Maya. Sorry guys, I'm just going in order of how they downloaded. Maya. And I don't know whose topology exercise that is. I think it's Jack's. No? Oh no, that's Michael's. Okay, Maya. I'm getting some weird stuff here already. What is this? Let's figure this out. So these are some pretty tight bevels. I would not go this tight because if I turn on, if I put a blend on this, there's not a lot of highlight. It's pretty bland. I know it's, in reality, that's what you should have. Like, this is a very light highlight and I want it to look nice. But if also guys, don't forget to delete your history, edit, delete by type history, Alt-Shift-E also. That's going to help a lot because then I don't have to scroll through and find out where your stuff is. So I'm going to turn reflectivity up and I'm going to change the color to like a blue. And I'm also going to bring it down. That's fine. Okay. So now I'm going to see how I'm not getting much of a... There we go. So I get this shine, but I'm not really getting that on the edges. It's very hard to see on the edges. So if I just... Actually, I'm just going to remodel this. But before I do that, you see this? That's creating n-gons, so watch out for that. So if you smooth and you see something like that, just delete it. Yeah. Otherwise, this is good. I would just say, yeah, look out for having too tight of bevels because it's just way too tight. I'm gonna just that's not what I wanted. Merge. There we go. So I just merged all those verts together because they're so close. I'm just gonna re-bevel it, and you see how I'm getting that high. You see the blue highlights coming back now. So I'm gonna put it to like 0.3. That's usually what I go to. 0.3 or 0.5. 0.3 or 0.5. So now you see. There's no highlights right now. Turn on 3 key, and I'm starting to get those blue on the edges, and it's a lot more clear than before. You don't want to like blatant, but it's a lot more clear. I'm also seeing that there's like I'm picking up this like edge that's going down. To fix that, just select all these edges. If you press Shift and the hungry alligator, or if you ever did math, if you ever took a math class, you know that hungry alligators, the one facing to the left on your keyboard next to the question mark, shift click that and it will select all those faces, and then I just flatten them because I want it to stay flat, and then I won't have that issue because I want those edges flat. You might get it a little bit here, but that's just because that's how topology works. Like if this was super high poly, I wouldn't have that issue, but it is not. It's pretty low, and that's the way I want it. So yeah, same thing here. Some real tight loops. I'm gonna just throw the blend on all of these. So this is also an issue I had starting out. I always did way too tight of loops until my friend told me not to. But you see how I'm barely getting any speck roll off? And here I'm getting a lot more speck roll off. Like blue, kinda. I want this blue because in a video game, I'm not going to be this close to the object most of the time. Like, I can see it more zoomed in, but farther away, which one looks nicer? That one, because I can see the edge clearer. It's also just how games and movies work. Like, clear, nice, smooth. Like, on the cylinder, I'm getting some nice speck because that's a cylinder, and it's always rounding. So just loosen up them bevels. Yeah, just loosen them up, because those are some fucking tight bevels. Yeah, same for all these. But they're all looking pretty good. Just watch out for those tight bevels. So trying not to make it so tight. I had the exact same issue for a long time. Alright, Jackie boy. Let's see what you got. Okay. You also have a side view open. Smart. Okay, so these are a bit looser bevels. Yep, nice, nice. I'm seeing some specs. I'm seeing this will definitely have some specular roll-off that I want. Same with this one. Also, you want to keep it consistent. I want... See how this... Oh, also you have some N-gons making right here. So don't forget to just tangent weld them. Tangent weld is in the modeling toolkit, so up here on the right there's a little box and a hammer. Click on that and you get tangent weld right here. Multi-cut and connect and quad draw and all this stuff. Or bridges here, all that stuff. So most of the time I have that open while I'm modeling. So just finish putting that together. Let's see this one. So it looks like you did nice bevels. This one looks a bit tighter than the other ones, but it's still nice. It's not bad. Wait, are there two? Oh, I keep forgetting there's a cylinder one. So yeah, please finish these. Get rid of these, because this is now an N-gon. This is 5-sided. If I pull this back, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges, and that's an N-gon. You only want 3 sides or 4. No more, no less. Okay. Yeah, same for there, but it looks pretty good. All right, now to look at Michael's. Open, don't save, continue. Oh my. Okay, so Michael, it seems, yes. Did you triangulate that? You might have triangulated this. So Michael, this is a little crazy, a little bit crazy. I think you triangulated or something, because I don't know why. Yeah, it looks like you triangulated, and that automatically fucks you over. So you see how when I smooth this, it's not a sphere. It should look more like this. It looks like you triangulated or did something, because you don't want these, because this is just triangles now. That's triangle, that's triangle, that's triangle, that's triangle, and these should all just be quads. I think it's just because, yeah, it looks like you just triangulated and beveled everything. So this is what I'm talking about when I say if you bevel all the sides, all these edges around the cylinder, you're going to get this shape. This is what I'm talking about. You don't want this, because this is not a cylinder. Same with that one. I think you beveled that one first. And there's way too many edges. I do not need nearly that many. Just one on each side. Just one. See? You just want a little tiny cube at the end. That's all you need. If you put too many, like, it'll look all right, but you don't need that. It's a waste of edges. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other homework assignment, which is here. And we're gonna look at Fiona's machete. Oh, this is a side view or something, top view. Oh, what is this? What is happening here? Ah, okay. So what I'm seeing here is it looks like you just extruded by the edges down, because I got some or something. Or you might have extruded while you were still in make select object live mode, and that just snapped it accidentally. That could be it. But look out for this. You don't, like, if I vertex face this, look at that. How many, like, I got all these extra edges and all that stuff, and you do not want that. So I'm going to quickly just merge. Just, oh, okay, maybe not merge. Maybe, no, I don't know. How would I fix this real fast? I guess I would just, oh, okay. Oh, this is fun. Alright, we're just going to merge it. It's faster. So yeah, it looks like, oh yeah, this is all flat. So you just did it on the make live surface. So that's your issue there. For the hilt. Yeah, because it's looking wonky. I like the shape though. The shape's good. Just make sure that it looks not black. Why can't I select that? Let me just see. Okay, you made that a reference layer. So you see all these inputs? This is history. So you guys need to make sure to delete history. Edit, delete by type, history. I do that pretty often just to make my models less stressful. Okay. This is not bad. You got a couple weird spaces like this and this and this, because I see this nice flow around, and then we have these breakups that are just kind of odd. So try to avoid that. Like honestly, you could just add another. Nope, not tangent, multi-cut. Just add another loop, and then just target weld it. That way you don't have to have that part or this part, and that way it continues going around. Just looks a little cleaner, a little nicer. Same with here, like this part just, it'll also bevel easier and move around easier if you have it that way. It's just cleaner. So look out for this. Like the way you're working right now, you do not need triangles right here. Like I could easily make all of this a quad and make it all quads. Same here. Like you see, oh yeah, okay, so if it starts looking like a triangle but it's a quad, that is also not great. It just doesn't work well. It's kind of hard to deal with. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay. This is not bad. I like this little rough in. It works. You might have spent more time on this than you did the rest of it, which is kind of what it looks like, because this is the more confusing part. So, but I would just less focus on the tail, because you can, like, this is not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on this stuff. This is just going to be shapes we make later at the end. So yeah, don't worry too much about that. Next up is Alyssa. There we go. Continue. Oh, okay. Alyssa's table. Very nice, very nice. I was just wondering, I just need to double check the ref to see if this shape is like coming into this, because it looks kind of odd. But it might just be that I don't remember what it looks like. So let's quickly open up those pictures so I can look at it. Desk. Here we go. So I guess it kind of does do that. But it has like, yeah, it has that like weird bevel shape. So I'll show you how to do that too. But yes. Yeah. But it actually, like, I would say for this, sorry, Alt X, just pressing that again, my hotkey. Or if you don't have the hotkeys, go to shading and X-ray. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just turning on and off X-ray. But it looks like the top of the cylinder kind of connects more with like this plane rather than the sides, from what I can see. Yeah, it looks like there's, well, it looks more like this is a complete curve. So actually, for a block-in, this is completely fine. So you're good. What I do want to see in your block-in is not this whole thing. I want to see the handles. I just want to see like little sticks poking out. But for a block-in, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Also, do the backside for the block-in, because I'm pretty sure there's a backside image somewhere in here. Yeah, so don't forget the backside. This is the backside of the table. So just like you did on the sides, do on the back. But good work so far. I like it. I also see your image plane. I usually just use planes and just import images, but image planes also work. Machete by... I don't know who this is by. Let me check the Google Drive real quick. This is Blocking Your Model Machete. Oh, this is also Michael's? So Michael... And Michael, which one did he turn in first? Oh, this one's pretty dope. Oh, but it is very high poly. Okay. So for a block-in Michael, this is a bit much, but I mean it's pretty good. I like it. I like the oomph. 917, 918. Okay, so I'm gonna. It looks like you just renamed it, but I'm gonna open the later version that has your name on it. Continue. Okay, so yeah, I would say that for a block-in, this is kind of crazy. Like, look at all those. Because if I smooth this, it just looks exploded. And for a block-in, this is... I mean, it's useful. Like, shit. Oh, that looks pain. That looks like you had fun. I would... Yeah. Just this... Just... Oh, God. Oh, God, why? So, yeah. Just don't do this to yourself. It's pain. Just block it in for first. Also, I'm pretty sure these don't go all the way through. So if I just isolate this piece, I get these. Also, this isn't a hole type situation. So I see what you're doing, though. You're trying to like figure out where things are. It's pretty good. It's a good idea, but it's going to confuse you later when you're trying to finalize it. Yeah, these don't go all the way through. But do they go all the way across the top? Do they? Do they? Do they? Do they? Do they? Do they? Oh, they do. That's interesting. So this is a cool idea for figuring out both sides, and actually you could fake it like this, but I would recommend just making it one object and having this connected. Because, like, I know for a fact that... Was I looking on that on the separate screen, or was I looking on that here? I can't remember. Oh god, that's so big. So you see how this is like curving? It's not actually cut into it, and it's not like straight up like a beveled in. So I would worry about that. And delete history. The blade's looking good. It's way too high poly. Like, you see how it's all jaggedy on these edges? Just low poly, and then add as you go, but you do not start off with this. And you see how like rickety and jaggedy all these are? It's not going to be good for you. Also this, it looks like you just tried to draw out a cylinder or a sphere shape or circle shape, which is okay. But just remember the circulize tool. Circulize. It'll make it a perfect circle. And that's in edit mesh. Edit mesh. Nope. Oh no. Edit mesh. Is it? Where the fuck? Oh yeah. Edit mesh circulize. It's highlighted in green. But yeah, watch out for this. Like, this is way too high poly. I would lower it down. Your blades, though, I would keep these triangle thingies. I mean, they're way too high poly, but they are going to help a lot. Like, this looks pretty cool. Oh, I like how you put it down, too. Yeah, like this is going to be helpful later. Because you're basically just going to... You're going to connect this on. And then just quad drop together. Or not quad drop, but, like, tangent weld. But you see how this just... This is going to fuck you up later. So try going lower first. Like in the demo I did. Try and keep it lower. Because it's just going to confuse you later. Okay, let's look at Jax. Jackie boy. Okay. Jack always has the side view open. Which I also do. So, smart. So this is a bit high res too. Because when you're going to... So in the demo I did, I just, like, I had it pretty low because I know for a fact that I was gonna want to create the kind of curvature of the inner parts of the blade. So I was like, wah, wah, smooth, and got that nice little curve on the inside. But if you have it too high poly, it's gonna make issues. This is nice. I don't think this is necessary for the lock-in, but this is exactly what happens to the blade. It has this cut in, where it connects, and that's where the blade starts. So it's flat, 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 and then the sharpness of the blade, which is a good part. Just remember, I think, does the blade cut in? No, it should, oh, fucking hell, there it is. It should follow the curve. Yeah, so follow the curve of the blade a bit better. Or maybe you're right, and no, that actually kind of looks, well, that kind of looks weird. So yeah, I would follow the curve of the blade. But this is pretty good. Handle's good, just lower it down. The hole's nice. I would say for the hole, since it has this like white outer area, it's like extended out, we'll worry about that later. Or you could just extrude that out later, but yeah, this is not bad. Not bad start. So cool. If you guys have any questions or want to ask me anything or want me to demo something real quick, just send me a message. Here's your homework. Thank you. Bye.